You guys need to stop rushing around like a fucking headless chicken, acting like a stupid little loser. Sounds a bit harsh, but it's fucking true. The only time ever wasted is time spent being fucking busy and stressed. Like, seriously. You need to sometimes just deep this for a second and start applying more intention to the life you're actually living. Take your days slower. Remove the stress, remove the friction, remove the importance from what you believe you have to act like, think like, and be. Like, see, the moment I started removing, or started actually assuming that was exactly where I now needed to be, doing exactly what I now needed to do every single day, and aligned with that 100%, no cap, and just breathed into the space, took my time, enjoyed doing my cardio, enjoyed taking longer rest times, enjoyed the fucking slow progression of business, strength training, building my physique, being more intentional with the meals that I'm eating, not just wolfing food down, not just trying to rush through my cardio, not just trying to knock myself against the wall, trying to break through. You're never going to break through fuck all if you're coming at it from a place of fear and anxiety and just, like stress. You need to be in flow, guys. And a lot of you guys will never be in flow until you actually understand how to remove the importance, how to breathe, how to think, how to act, and how to just take more time, being more intentional, living the life you're currently living. I'm just at a walk right now. Beautiful Bali in the rice paddy fields, just getting some sun. And I'm just being. I've got loads of stuff that I need to do. I've got a team that I need to manage. I've got content that I need to produce, doing it right now. I've got loads of work, deadlines, overheads, everything that could stress me. And do you know what I'm doing? I'm not worrying. I believe, right? I believe that it's already done. I've assumed the outcome. I've assumed the dream state. I've assumed the life I now want to live. You got to look at things like a jigsaw, right? And a lot of you guys think you need to have all the outcomes, have all the traits, have all the money, have all the success, have the physique to actually be the guy. But in reality, right? In reality, deep this, you just need to be the guy now to have those things then. Because if it's like a jigsaw and you think about your dream life, your dream state, who you want to be, where you want to be, how it looks and feels to be successful, what can you now do today to put yourself in that position where you're living that? How can you be more aligned with your relationship? How can you be more aligned with the food you're consuming? How can you drink that water and enjoy the water? How can you sip that coffee and feel the caffeine hit your system? How can you take more time in your morning pages when you're praying to God, when you're aligning, you're assuming the life you want to live? How can you just take more time and be more intentional with the things you want to fucking do? Because guys, a lot of you will stay stuck, always chasing status, respect, money, outcome, me, my wants, my needs, my desires, like a fucking baby. And when babies cry, they get put in the naughty corner, and life right now is putting you in the fucking naughty corner. Because you don't actually have a system, right? And this is the thing, you can only achieve flow state once you have a system. Once you have a daily practice that aligns you with the highest version of yourself through habits, thoughts, beliefs, behaviours. Aligning with those habits, thoughts, beliefs and behaviours, the core four, will allow you to achieve health, wealth, love and happiness, right? There's 4 pillars in life: health, wealth, love and happiness. And if every single moment of your life is aligning up with the best version of yourself, and you remove all the friction, the stress, the pressure, the anxiety, the fear, the doubt, the lack, the need, guess what's going to happen? You attract. You become abundant. You become someone who is well versed in their own path. Fat loss becomes easier. Making money becomes easier. Having a great relationship and love life becomes easier. You become someone worth being around. The network in which you truly value and want comes to you. You become very resourceful. You become someone worth emulating, worth respecting. The status in which you want from just attaching your self-worth to the external will be installed internally. And people will feel your presence, feel your energy. Because money's not going to make anything better if you're a dumb fuck. Having a physique's not going to make anything better if you're a dumb fuck. Having more time, location freedom, being where you want to be in the world is not going to make anything better if you're a dumb fuck. Right? So shut the fuck up for once in your life. Honestly, shut the fuck up and remove this entitlement, remove this victimhood, remove this deep, gnawing, anxiety-ridden behaviour that you currently operate with, which is doing nothing for you. And I get we're all busy, guys. I get we've got jobs, responsibilities, we've got children, we've got bills, we've got overheads. But acting like a fucking lost, headless chicken, frantically running through life, believing that you don't have what it is you really want, the time, the money, the energy, believing that you don't have that will never put you in an assumed state to actually have that. And people say don't assume, don't assume. That's what society want you to think. They want you to think that you can't have it, you can't make an ass of you and me, you can't assume that the life you're currently living, where you want to be, who you want to be, what it looks and feels like to be successful can't be achieved, because it's a psyop. The government want to keep you trapped, the government want to fool you, the government want to have you making the mortgage, have you tied into a PCP car and finance. They want to have you bleeding all your resources into things that fuel their pockets and take you off your purpose. They want you stressed, they want you anxious, they want you fearing that you're going to make it another month. They want you to be that way. So imagine you just behaved and believed and thought and aligned with the version of yourself who had everything he could ever possibly want today. Like the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle, what can you now do today to live your dream state in life? How much more intention can you have with the thoughts, the beliefs, the actions, behaviours, like I've been saying? And how can you just take a moment to pause and reflect and think about every single time you thought you were never going to make it and you pulled it off last minute? Think about all those moments and feelings of doubt that you didn't think you were going to build it or get the promotion or get the girl, or you let yourself down, but you pulled it off, you done it. You done it. Think about every single time you thought you were a failure, but you've never actually failed because your life is still here, you're still living your life. Think about every single moment, every single feeling you've had that felt like it was game over. I've had plenty of them, but I've still fucking pulled it off, and you can too. You can pull it off too. But you need to be around the right people every single day. You need to have the right systems in place, the right habits, and you have to have the right mental fortitude, the right mental syntax, the right thinking, guys. Because you can't think your way into positive action if you've got a mindset issue. You have to act your way into positive thinking. The same way as you can't sniff your way out of a cocaine problem. The same mindset you currently have will equate to the same results you currently have. If you want to change your results, you have to change your mindset. You have to change your actions, change your behaviours, change everything. Change everything. Imagine starting over from scratch, from fresh, going again. You can fucking do it if you allow yourself to do it. I believe that deep down. There is no need to rush. I've never seen a billionaire rush. They take time, they go slow, they move with intention. Anyone that you think as a high earning, highly successful entrepreneur has the best physique, they take their fucking time, right? You work every single day relentlessly. Yes, you always pull it off. You always get the job done, but you never rush it. You breathe. Think like a CEO, think like an operator, think like the man you want to be, and assume that state, assume that outcome, assume that fucking being, that self. Otherwise, you're going to continue missing the mark every single time. You're always going to be giving yourself the excuse as to why you can't do X, Y, or Z, can't eat the food right, can't track your macros, can't go to the gym at this time because X, Y, Z. It's like excuses, 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 boys. They only sound good to you. And once you fully understand that and remove the excuses, take a moment to pause, reflect, unpack the negative thoughts and actions and behaviours in which you're currently operating with, you will soon start to realise that everything you want is already inside you, and you can have it today if you act in accordance with that peak state, that flow state. It's about adjusting your thermostat, right? Adjusting your thermostat. If you only think, right, you can make 30k a month, 30k a year, drive a PCP car, have a 6 out of 10 girlfriend, and you just want to be a little bit fitter, a little bit healthier. That's all you're ever going to grow into. You don't ever rise to the level of your wants. You fall to the level of what you need. And if you only need those things, you only get those things. If you adjust your thermostat and think, I want to make 100k a month, I want to have an elite level, lean, dialed in physique because it puts me in a position to lead from the front, to be the man I've always wanted to be for my family, for my friends, for my business, for my life, for my partner. You attach depth, you attach worth to the result. So you can have location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, health and energy freedom, and adjust your thermostat so big, so wide, so massive. You're going to grow and expand in that space. And the small goals in which you currently set for yourself, the average goals that only bring average results, you'll bypass that because your thermostat has been massively advanced. And the time horizon in which it now will take for you to achieve the dream life, the peak state, will be expanded. Therefore, you can actually build momentum day to day, week to week, month to year without shooting yourself in the foot. That's why self-sabotage happens, because your goals are too small, bro. You don't give yourself enough space and time to expand, almost like water into steam. It grows into the space provided. It's osmosis, it's change, it's adaptation. And that's why so many of you guys will stay stuck, because you don't have that frame, that lens to look through life with. And it's going to keep you broke, stuck, operating with friction, stress, and always shooting yourself in the foot. So guys, if you took anything from this video, rate, comment, subscribe. I'm going to love you and leave you. Get up the road, have a shower, wind down, and get into work for the day before I get ran over by this car. Catch.